Hey Aries, welcome to Sweet Tea Astrology and Tarot. I'm Erica. Why don't you sit a spell and we'll talk about the stars some. Let me go ahead and address the construction noise that you probably hear. They are busting up the asphalt and getting ready to lay concrete right directly in front of my home. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. I hope this noise canceling microphone is getting more of my voice than their beeps or jackhammering. So far, so good. So, Aries, thanks for trudging through this with me. On the 1st of September, we will be experiencing a new moon solar eclipse at 9 degrees of Virgo, and this will be occurring in your 6th house. The 9-degree Virgo Sabian symbol reads, two heads looking out and beyond the shadows. And what I was thinking about when I was meditating, or the thing that I kept coming back to while I was meditating, was the image of a group of people coming out of a storm shelter or like a bomb shelter and just really taking a survey of their new reality, of how when they went in, it looked one way, and how now that they're emerging, it looks completely different. And that really is very indicative of what eclipse season is. It's a new perspective on the world around you, seeing the world in a different light. This new moon is a point of initiation and a point of seeding, and it's a solar eclipse, so that's growth for at least 6 months in the area as well. Be a good time for you to start something new. It's occurring in your 6th house, Aries. The 6th house is ruled by Virgo, and this is the house of competency and skill that you bring to the services that you provide, or your work and your health. So this new moon solar eclipse will be having a T-square to it, though, to your 9th and your 12th houses. So the new moon solar eclipse is occurring in your 6th house. The T-square is to Saturn in Sagittarius in your 9th house, and then to Neptune in Pisces in your 12th. And I have a diagram, because I'm so fancy. Okay, so this represents the 6th house energy, where the new moon is going to be occurring in Virgo. That's your sun, the moon, and Jupiter. This represents Saturn. Mars is there too in Sagittarius. And there is Neptune in Pisces. And you will feel like you are being pulled in 3 different directions in at least one area of where these houses speak to. And that could present you with energy of feeling tension, worry, or concern. So just heads up and understand that, you know, this is going on during a Mercury retrograde as well. So you're going to have to really rethink about it and revise it, but it's okay. It's cool. This is a new beginning, and it's not going to be perfect from the get-go, right? All right, the 6th house, like I said, work and health, or the competency and skills that you bring to the services that you provide. The 9th house, where Saturn, the planet of limitation, structure, and containment, is in your 9th house, and that's the house of religion and philosophy, higher education, long-distance trips, foreign people, foreign places, foreign things. It is the expanded view of the world, your expanded view of the world. And this is T-squaring up against Neptune in Pisces. The 12th house, Neptune is the planet of nebulousness, illusion, and imagination. The 12th house is the house of dreams, so you may be having some very, very, very impactful dreams. I would suggest keeping a dream journal. The 12th house is dreams, secrets that you keep from yourself, secret enemies, self-undoing, limitations, repression, and karma. So that's a lot going on for you in that area. Forewarned is forearmed. On the 9th, we have Jupiter moving into Libra, which is your 7th house, Aries, and this is a 1-year-long transit. The 7th house is ruled by Libra, and it is the house of counseling, identification with others, partnerships. Partnerships can be business partnerships, intimate partnerships, friendships, acquaintances, and open enemies is also covered under the 7th house, and this can be testifying in open court against another person, or I see it as also arguing on an online forum where other people get to witness it, like having a discussion on Facebook or a debate on Facebook. So just, you know, the way that I see it. You don't have to take it that way if you don't want to. I'm so sorry about that construction noise. It's getting crazy out there. Doing the best I can for y'all. On the 10th, we have some pretty harsh energy. We've got Saturn and Sagittarius squaring up to Neptune and Pisces. This is an exact square. We've been dealing with this on and off since last year. This is going on between your 9th and your 12th house. The 9th house, once again, is ruled by Sagittarius. It is a house of long-distance trips, adventures in questing, higher education, philosophy, religion, legal system matters, foreign places, foreign people, foreign things, just the broader worldview through your eyes. Squaring your 12th house of limitation, repression, karma, self-undoing, secrets that you keep from yourself, secret enemies, and dreams. Now, if you're watching this at the release date, you can go ahead and fast forward to the tarot portion, because the secondary part is for the second half of September. But I'll be back to pull cards for the full moon and the new moon respectively closer to those times. So if you're just now coming back for the full moon, welcome back. On the 16th, we will be having a full moon pre-numbral lunar eclipse at 24 degrees of Pisces, and this is going to be in your 12th house. That is, once again, limitation, repression, secret enemies, secrets that you keep from yourself, dreams, karma. So this could be a very karmic time for you. You could be having a lot of dreams. I would definitely keep a dream journal close to you. And if you don't want to write it, then get on your, do a voice recording on your phone, because there may be a lot of answers and a lot of healing through your dreams. On the 22nd, we have the sun moving into Libra, which is your 7th house. The 7th house is partnerships, how you identify with others, counseling, and open enemies. On the very same day, we have Mercury, the planet of thought, communication, and movement, going station direct after his post-retrograde movement. Still in shadow, not fully direct yet, but moving forward towards the direct motion again in your 6th house, work and health. On the 24th, we have Venus moving into Scorpio, which is your 8th house. Venus is a planet of love, harmony, and beauty. It's also the planet of resources and money, so maybe you might be seeing, for the 8th house energy, some money through the avenue of other people's money, scholarships, insurance payments, that sort of thing. Money coming to you that you didn't necessarily earn from an hourly wage per se, but is coming to you through some sort of benefit. The 8th house covers life, death, rebirth, primal basic instinct, other people's money, transformation, regeneration, metamorphosis, and sexuality. Venus moving into the 8th house could also mean that you and your lover could be having some pretty passionate times. Pretty cool. On the 28th, we have Mars, the planet of energy, impulse, and aggression, moving into Capricorn, which is your 10th house. The 10th house is the house of career, status, reputation, authorities, authority figures, and destiny. So this is a good time for you to make power moves in your career, Aries. And on the 30th, we have a new moon at 8 degrees of Libra in your 7th house. Once again, 7th house is open enemies, like you would testify against in open court, or have an argument online with where other people see it. Identifying with others, and partnerships. Partnerships, once again, can be business partnerships, friendships, intimate relationships, acquaintances, etc. The people that you know close to you in your area. So that's what's going on for you, Aries. I'm going to transition over just to the tarot portion. Today is the day that Mercury is going retrograde, so I'm definitely having some issues with my speech and my surrounding areas trying to get this message out to y'all, but thank you for trudging through it with me. I appreciate it more than you know. Thank you so much for sitting here and listening to me ramble about the stars. I'll be back in just a minute, y'all. Hang tight. Hey Aries, I'm back. I've been shuffling and meditating over the cards, but before I pull the tarot cards, I'm also going to pull a card or two from the Butterfly Oracle card for Life Changes deck by Doreen Virtue. Pretty appropriate for the eclipse season, if you ask me. And also from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck by Elena Fairchild. The artwork is done by Autumn Sky Morrison, and it happens to be quite a favorite amongst a lot of people that watch this channel. So I hope that y'all like it. I have an Aries sun, so these messages are important to me too. Not that any of the other signs aren't, but you know, this is my sun sign. April 16th. And my oldest son was born April 20th. He's a cusp between the Aries and Taurus energy. Oh my goodness, he walks, he stomps, he doesn't even realize how heavy his feet are. When he walks through the house, the whole house shakes. Doom, doom, doom. Walks like a bull. He's pretty stubborn too. He's a 0-degree Taurus, and my youngest son is a 0-degree Virgo. The youngest one is a 0-degree Virgo, and he and I share the same rising sign and the same degree. We're both 22-degree Scorpio risers, which is pretty rare from what my research has indicated. If you know anything about astrology and want to hook me up with some info on it, I'd love to hear about it. Once again, I apologize for the construction noise in the background. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. The microphone that I'm using is an upgraded mic that my fiance got for me last night. It's noise canceling. I hope that it's getting more of my voice than their background noise. Pardon me. I'm going to do one more shuffle and then I'm going to cut for you. Okay, the bottom card is the underlying theme or the overarching energy, and the top 3 will be for clarity. The next I'm going to pull, the next card I'm going to pull, butterfly. When I was little, my mom used to ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I said I wanted to be a butterfly, and I wanted to have butterfly babies. When I was walking through when I was walking through Monroe's Books A Million store, I happened to see these cards, and they literally kind of screamed at me, like, "Hey, we need to come home with you." Okay. For my Aries brothers and sisters for the September new moon. Gonna cut. I didn't do that right. I'm going to do the bottom card because I just showed it to you. And I'll pull the top card because I've been pulling 2 cards from this deck. And the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. Move this over here. For my Aries friends, there you go. For the September new moon. Let's see what you got. Okie doke. All right. My cord's getting in the way. I'm fighting with it in my cards. Alright, I was just writing down the total for the tarot portion so I could give you the house implications at the end. All right, Aries. The bottom card that you got, or the underarching theme, the overarching energy, however you choose to see it, is the Eight of Cups in reverse. The 8 speaks to the Scorpio-ruled eighth house that represents sexuality, regeneration, transformation, metamorphosis, other people's money, life, death, rebirth or birth, primal instinct or basic instinct. This is dealing with a situation that you have put a lot of time, energy, and resources into. You have a lot invested in it, and for whatever reason, it is not working out and you are turning your back on it. If it is not you, it is somebody close to you or around you. The cups represent water signs. Water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. It doesn't have to be that sign. It can be their moon or their rising. It just depends. You've got to know their chart to know that information. It's funny that this is a water sign card. Scorpio is a water sign, and the 8 is the Scorpio-ruled 8th house. So this could be a very sensitive time for you, outcome-wise. The background color of the card is blue, which is highly emotional for me. This character is wearing a red cloak and red boots, which for me stands out as a fire sign. Aries, you are a fire sign. This very much could be you or somebody, like I said, close to you. And this is something that you don't want to turn your back on, but you don't see the point in putting anything else into it because it's just not fulfilling. You're putting in more than you're getting out, is what it's feeling like. The first card you got in your top 3 for clarity is the second major arcana card, the High Priestess. Let's break this down. The second card of the major arcana, for me, represents the second house. That is a Taurus-ruled house of values. Your self-esteem, your earning ability, your possessions, and your money. As a major arcana card, the High Priestess represents the moon. And we are doing some serious lunar phenomena. This new moon is a solar eclipse. The full moon is a prenumbral lunar eclipse. And the new moon occurring on the 30th is technically a black moon because it's two new moons in the same month. I haven't given that information to anybody else, but it's relevant to y'all because of this card. The black moon. This is the new moon solar eclipse, and this is the black new moon. And this is you in the middle. Could be, or somebody close to you. The High Priestess, like I said, represents the moon, or your unconscious, or the subconscious. The moon is also known as representative of response, or your intuition, or your feeling. In the upright, she is known for feelings, expressing emotions, but also harboring secrets. In the reverse, it could be that you are having secrets kept from you. You are having a lot of 12th house energy, and that is secrets. Secrets that you keep from yourself, secret enemies, karma, it's dreams as well. When I see the moon, I think of Cancer, the zodiac sign Cancer. So this may involve a Cancer. It can be their sun, their moon, or their rising. It may not be. It just depends. You've got to look at their chart or know what's going on with their chart. But she's emotional and she's driven by emotions. She's responding with her emotions and not being logical. It doesn't have to be a female, but this card is drawn as the female, the High Priestess. This can be a male, but it's feminine energy. The next card that you got was the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands represents feminine fire sign energy. That could be you, Aries, or a Leo, or a Sagittarius. She is an eager and impulsive queen. She is quick to react. She is fiery, but she's courageous. She's fierce. You do not want to fight her. You do not want to have to be cornered by her. She can be very friendly, but she can be very imprudent as well. This is also seen as the most promiscuous of the queens because of all of them. She is the only one that is pictured sitting here with her knees apart, like she's ready to stand up, but also knees apart. Promiscuity, you know, whatever, however you choose to see it. And this little black cat may mean something to y'all. The sunflower for me also is representative of the sun. That would be a Leo. So it could be a Leo female. Doesn't have to be, but it could be. It's like she's a lover and a fighter. And she'll fight for what she loves. And she kind of loves to fight, given the right circumstance. The third of the three for clarity that you got was the Five of Wands, which is, or not the five, the Six of Wands, which for me is like a victory card. This is riding in on your high horse, victorious, and being the champion of the day. The wands represent fire sign energy. The fire signs are Aries, you, Leo, and Sagittarius. Could be the sun, moon, or rising of the individual if it is not you. You won't know that information, once again, unless you know their birth chart and their information. The 6 speaks to the 6th house, which is the Virgo-ruled house of work and health, or the competency and skills that you bring to the services that you provide. And that is where the new moon solar eclipse is occurring. So this may be a really good time for you to plant that new moon seed in your work area. It looks like it would be a good time for you to do that. You may have to go back and revise it because it's under Mercury retrograde, but it seems like the 6th house is definitely lit up for you quite well, and if you have the courage to plant that seed, it could be it could bring quite a nice yield for you. Work and health is the area that you need to focus on. So if you're not going to plant that seed towards work, then plant that seed towards a new workout regimen or a new diet, a new health regimen, just because if it's not work, health is the best way for you to go. And if you're not planting positive seeds, then negative seeds can be planted unconsciously. We don't want that. We want to live consciously. All right. I totaled up the cards. You got the 6 of Wands and the 8 of Cups with the 2 for the High Priestess, which ended up being 16 as a total. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 is the Libra-ruled house of open enemies, counseling, how you identify with others, and partnerships. Open enemies is testifying against someone in open court, or also, in my opinion, arguing with someone online on an online forum where other people can see it. Partnerships can be intimate partnerships, they can be business partnerships, they can be friendships, they can be acquaintances. It just depends on how it's working out in your particular area of your chart. Pardon me. All right. The Sacred Rebels Oracle card that you got was follow your own rhythm, which is very much for me validating the idea of you planting this seed, especially towards the work area. And if that's not the case, then Definitely, you may want to think about using dance as your health area. If you want to start dancing, that would be a really good way to utilize this new moon in Virgo in your health area as well. Following your own rhythm. She is lost in the rhythm of what is going on and paying attention to her inner cycle, not the outer cycle. Her eyes are closed. She's feeling her way through things. She's not thinking about it. She's not collecting data. She's intuitively taking one step in front of the other, moving with the beat that she hears in her head. Do not be afraid to march to the beat of your own drum. Don't be upset if other people can't hear it and look at you like you're crazy. It's your path. They're not meant to follow it. They're not meant to understand it. This is the 5th card in the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck, and the 5 for me represents the 5th house. The 5th house speaks to pleasure, social life, children, and creativity. Social life could very much be going out dancing as well. That'd be pretty cool. If that's not the case, pick up some music, a musical instrument, and find a way to work through that creative rhythm. Would be a great way to utilize this energy as well. I love the way the light, I love the way that this picture's done, the way the light kind of radiates on her. It looks like she's dancing in front of a bonfire or something. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. I'm going to get up really close. Like, this detailing, they're little bitty white dots. It looks like it could be fireflies or something, kind of doing a synchronized swimming dance around her. Like, everything's in perfect harmony. And all she had to do was dance. She wasn't making sure this was done and that was done. All she had to do was just follow the beat of her own drum. The first life-changing oracle card that you got from Doreen Virtue is adult children. Now, if you are an adult child, this could be telling you that you need to reach out and speak to your parents, or check on your parents, make sure that they're doing well. If your parents are no longer with us, then this could be that your parents are trying to give you messages through your dreams, which is also a major house of energy that is being impacted throughout this month. It's the 12th house, the house of dreams. You may be getting dreams or having dreams of your parents. It may be that you need to parent your inner child. You need to take care of yourself and employ the self-care that you need, the kind of care that you would provide to your child. Maybe what you need. It could also be that if you have children and your parents are still with us, that your children need to spend some time with your parents. Give grandma and grandpa some time with the grandkids. The final card that you got was Keep the Faith. And I think it's pretty gorgeous to round out this reading for especially everything that's going on in the 12th house. Because, I mean, the 12th house is a dark house, but it's ruled by Pisces. And Pisces is very spiritual. You're having a lot of energy move through your 12th house. Keep the faith that what's happening is supposed to happen. And everything is happening in its due time for your highest good. And that's difficult to hear if you're going through hell. Aries, Uranus has been transiting through our sign for a while and will continue for a while, a few more years. It's been shocks and surprises, shocks and surprises, shocks and surprises. I know. I'm tired of it too. But just breathe. And one of my favorite sayings that I've started using almost on a daily basis is, this too shall pass, even if it feels like a kidney stone. Keep the faith that what's occurring is exactly what's supposed to be happening. And keep the faith that the decisions that you're making are the appropriate ones. Trust your gut, trust your dreams. That dream space could be giving you a lot of messages, and keep the faith that those messages are intended exactly as they fall on you. It also may mean that you need to embrace your spiritual path more, or you may be interested in a new religion or a new type of spirituality. And there is a difference between religion and spirituality. You can intermingle the two, and I'm not saying that one is better than the other. We have all walked many paths in this life. I feel like I've walked about 36 in the 36 years that I've been here. Aries, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope that it was empowering and enlightening for you. If it was, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for sitting here and listening to me talk about the stars and how they may play out in your world. Please employ your self-care measures at this time. Eclipse season is a sensitive period for us all. Understand that we're all being hit by the same energy, just in different areas of our charts. We're all probably dealing with very reactive people in our world, so take time to just breathe and understand that people are not exactly working with everything that they normally would be. This is a Mercury retrograde as well. So, Aries, take care of yourself. Save some of that kindness for others, because we're all going through it. I'll be around for the full moon, and again at the end of the month for the new moon, and I'll pull some more cards for you then. But until then, please take care of yourself and be kind to others. I'll see y'all again soon. Bye.